Hello, everybody. I wanted to shoot a live. I'm getting a lot of people messaging. It's really good. Yeah, I'm just going home. I'm from Alberta. For those who don't know, that's my home province. I came out to Ontario on what we call a travel card. I'm a Red Seal in my trade. We do it all the time. It's not the end of the world. I'm just going back, so I'm very close to my mom. She's got a bunch to do at the U of A, and it's really tough right now when you're, especially for an older person transitioning into a type 1 diabetic. My mom's had all kinds of problems the last few months, and it does take time when you're developing type 1. A lot of people find out they have it the hard way, and my mom's been struggling, and of course that's now the diagnosed reason why. So she starts on Monday. I left my job to be there in plenty of time. I'm just going to help her through the U of A and help her with her transition. It's not me quitting politics or quitting work. Trust me, I work every day of my life, wherever that takes me in Canada. In fact, this later fall, I'm planning to go to British Columbia. I was going to do that anyway, and I want to meet the Wet Sweat and a bunch of there's 21 other unseated First Peoples to meet, and I'm doing that. But don't worry, everybody. I mean, I'm going to look after my mom for a few weeks. I want to remain working in Alberta, so I'm very close, because she needs me, right? And you know, when you get to your 70s, it's a big body shock. My daughter went through it, juvenile diabetes. She was six years old. It was a huge transition, not just for her, but myself, my ex-wife at the time, really hard. And you know what? My mom needs that help. I'm a master of it. I understand the dietary requirements, how to regulate your eating, what to eat, when to eat, how much of it to eat, what you can eat. It's not what people think. And I know people mean well too, and people talking about plants and treatments that can help. That works for type 2, but understand type 1 is a thing like getting your leg cut off. That's the best I can say about it. A part of the body is gone, it's dead, it's removed. Your body removes those islet cells. They don't grow back. There's no medication treatment to ever grow those body parts back. And these are the islet cells. They don't grow back. Your pancreas becomes unfunctionable. That's the difference between type 1 and type 2. Type 2, there are very many reasons why you can develop type 2, and there's different kinds of type 2. Hyper and hyperglycemic or hypoglycemic. There's so many different reasons why. Alcoholism, drugs, liver failure, right? There's so many reasons why. Obesity, genetic, all kinds of stuff. And my mom's got a long way to go with the University of Alberta. You know, and I'm happy that at least it's not dementia. Our whole family was talking about that, but it all makes sense now, and it's the body's way. It's the insulin production goes down, the body starts eating itself, and it releases, just like when you light a fire, all the smoke released, that's happening in your body with type 1 diabetes untreated. So you're poisoning your blood, and it messes up your mind. It does all kinds of horrific things to the brain and to the central nervous system. You untreated, you will die. And so my mom's okay, everything's going, but she doesn't have much time now before she has no more insulin production. It's already too low. She's taking the pills like a type 2, but that doesn't work. You need to have injections. She's transitioning, and I just want to be there for my parents because, well, you know, my mom has helped with my daughter. She doesn't understand the new dietary, like, and most people don't, right? She's saying, I never smoked, I never drank, and I just got to cut out all these foods I eat. And I'm like, no, Mom, type 1 is not cutting out food. You have to measure your food. You still have to have sugar through food, and that's healthy. You've just got to time it. You have to eat at set times a day. You have to measure your food in specifically carb and energy. And it is a massive transition. It was a massive transition for myself, my ex, and your whole life changes, and you literally become a dietitian, and you as funny as that is, I mean, I'm chubby, but, I love to eat, but it's just, you just learn how to count carbs. I can lose weight very easy by counting carbs because I've been doing it since my daughter was 6. And you learn times to eat, how much to eat at what times, how much injection you give, how to adjust injections. There's a fast acting, a slow acting, and it's for the rest of your life. There's no getting out of it. You do blood sugar testing, finger pokes, drawing blood 6 times a day, sometimes more if you're having issues. Has to be done every day. You can't really get out of it. It's got to be done, or you end up in the hospital very quickly, folks. And there's two variations. Obviously, having brain spasms and full-on problems is another one. And I just know my mom needs that right now, and I don't want to see at her age, like to go through that at 70. I mean, she's 70 here, April 14th. So I just want to make sure she doesn't go through everything, and I'm there for my parents. Just for this transition, I'm still going to work. It's just I don't want to be in Ontario getting a call, I got to fly home. It's just better to be there for my mom, especially in the next 2 weeks. And then I'm just going to work the next 6 months in Alberta. And then when I know my mom's good and everything's good and she can handle it and she's managing it, especially right now, it's serious right now. It's a body shock, right? Imagine you have an organ failing. Well, imagine how hard it is for a child. Never mind someone at 70. I mean, it's just don't want my mom going through any hard times. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to be there for her and get her through it. I mastered it for my daughter, so things happen for a reason, everybody. I hate skipping out. Like, look, I'm not even shaved. It was a fast pack from Texas, a pile of dirty clothes. But what do you do? And you know what? Things work out for a reason. I got a roommate, a good friend of mine here. He's going back for his family, and things happen for a reason. I'm not quitting politics. I'm going to be back to work too. It's just going to be in Alberta, and everything's going to be okay. So don't stress, everybody. It's all good, and don't message and worry. It's going to be okay. I'm not quitting the politics. I'm not shutting the party off. Still going to be doing live. Still going to be doing everything else. I'm just going back to my home province, Alberta, where I live and reside. So there's been all kinds of funny things posted about me, and I just kind of laugh. Like, people have no clue, and I start to wonder how many people actually work for a living. Like, I work all my way across Canada. I work my whole life. But anyways, God bless everybody. Thank you for the messages. But don't worry, my life's not ending. Nothing's changing. I'm just going back to my home, Alberta, where I actually reside my whole life. And I'm going to be close and take care of my mama. That's all it is. Get her through this transition period. I'm going to be going to work in a couple weeks. I just want to help her through the University of Alberta program. It was 6 weeks of my life. I couldn't even go back to work. I remember I was working at a company, Dacro, and they put up with it, and it was serious, right? I couldn't get my daughter back. She was in children's, the children's hospital, and it was take this course because we're not going to release your child to you. And I had to work and then try to do full-time courses in the day, and then of course you're too tired. It was a tough period of my life. I know work put up with it. I think it was 6 weeks. 6 weeks of full-time training and trying to work an afternoon shift. So I'm lucky my union, the Boilermakers, fairly supportive most of the time. And, I did the genetic testing for my daughter way back, both myself and my ex-wife, who entered the gene sequencing program. There's no genetic defect. So for my mom to hit it too, like they just say bad luck diabetes, unknown. They think it's virus related. They just haven't discovered it yet. And what's interesting is I'll be back with the world's greatest expert on type 1 diabetes, and he's in Edmonton too, so I guess for a couple of weeks I'll be back in the U of A and I'll go visit him, because I'm curious, see if my mom wants to do the genetic sequencing. I did it, my ex-wife did it, and it came back negative, so it's weird that my mom and her granddaughter have it. So it's there's, who knows, maybe there'll be some kind of help towards a discovery of what's going on with it, and we do have the greatest expert in the world in type 1 diabetes right in Edmonton, Alberta, most advanced specialist, and I'm going to go see him again, because now it's my mom, right? Maybe I'm going to have something to worry about. Who knows? All right, folks, love you all, and thank you. Going to get her done, and don't worry about me. I'm just going to be working back home in my home province where I've lived my whole life. It's just I travel for politics. I get out to the provinces. I was going to be posting this job going to BC anyway, because I have to do all the First Peoples there. I have to do the whole Greater Vancouver, so I got to put in time there, just like I did Ontario and other provinces. I got to do it. So love you all. Thanks again. Share, get it out there, help me, so people know what's going on, so it's not like so many, it's a lot, it takes a lot out of me. Okay, thanks everybody, bye now.